Hey everyone, and welcome to Adaptation, the ultimate blog for film adaptations and the original material they're based on. I'm Jennifer Dick, and I'm here to present yet another of our list vlogs. I know, you're thrilled. We all are. This week, I'm going to be listing the book characters for whom we need a tragic backstory. Or maybe not so tragic. The point being, we want more information about these guys. More information about those characters, be they minor, major, good, or bad, almost always leads to gray areas in the stories. And personally, I can't get enough of those gray areas. They make them so much more interesting. So a couple months ago, we covered film and TV characters for this subject, and now we're going full-on literary. And the possibilities here are endless, which is probably why our list is so short. We had such a hard time selecting which characters to choose. At least, that's my theory. So getting right into it, the first character that we'd love to know more about is the Witch of the Waste from Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones. Again, I'm talking book-specific here. Much as I love the movie, it's the book character that we have so many questions about. I mean, we know that she became evil when she made the deal with the fire demon, but who was she before that? Was she already on the road to being bad? Was she a good girl whose power went to her head? Or was she always a little twisted to begin with? Why did she make the deal? Was it out of sympathy for the fire demon? Or maybe out of greed? Like I said, so many questions, no answers. Yet? The next character who kind of comes from nowhere is President Coin from Mockingjay, which is the third book in the Hunger Games series by Suzanne Collins. Now, we did mention this character in our recent Mockingjay podcast, and it was during this podcast that we realized exactly how curious we were about this character's past. I mean, she's the leader of District 13, and she holds such strong loyalty among the District 13 residents. But she also has some serious control issues, not to mention a pretty intense distaste for anything capital adjacent. In fact, intense is a pretty good description of Coin in general. Basically, she seems like a female version of Snow, who just happens to be on the side that we're rooting for. But the main question remains, how on earth did she get this way? I mean, she didn't just spring into being one day and say, I'm kind of bored. Anyone want to take down the Capitol? Me! So basically, we're thinking that a Coin prequel could be kind of interesting. I'm looking at you, Suzanne Collins. Now, the last two characters on our list are from the same series, the Percy Jackson series. And these characters are pretty minor, relatively speaking. And by minor, I mean minor until the fifth and last book, when suddenly, bam, they're important. Charles Beckendorf and Selena Beauregard. As I said, minor until the fifth book, when suddenly one becomes important when, spoiler alert, he dies. And then the other becomes important because, another spoiler alert, she's a spy, and then she dies. What we would appreciate is filling in some of what comes before, well, the deaths. Filling in just a couple more blanks about these characters would really go far to make their deaths even more heartbreaking. And while voluntarily breaking your heart even more may not sound like the best idea in the world, I have a feeling it would be worth it. I can't even finish my sentence because I want these backstories so much! So that is the end of our list for today, but obviously there are so many characters whose lives could use a little more hashing out. And if one of those characters comes to mind more than often, please let us know who they are in the comment section. If you like this video and want to check out more, go ahead and click the subscribe button or check out our social media links in the description. And please don't forget, podcasts can be found on iTunes. Tune in next week for our next vlog, and until then, what's your backstory? Interesting.